Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yesterday we saw US market remaining more of a range bound. In fact, after a 4 continuous day of increase, it has taken yesterday some breathing and remain range bound. And futures are also more of a flattish for the US market. But Asian markets are seeing some decline. Most of the markets are down by around 0.5 to 0.7% in the Asian market. And on the other hand, commodities are also more of a silent. Not much changes from yesterday levels. Oil is at around 79. Yesterday it was at around 78.80. Whereas aluminum is up by around 0.6%. Copper flat. Even steel is also flat, and iron ore is down by around 1%. Apart from that, the US had consistently seen very high increase in active cash of Omnicore, and against that, even the agency has reduced the number of days for the quarantine for asymptomatic peoples. From 10 days, they had reduced to 5 days. So the pressure on the economy for work, from the work side doesn't come. Otherwise, large people will be out of the work, and to reduce that, they had reduced the quarantine days. And in India also now we are seeing some increasing trend of the cases. So need to be careful about that. The market is more worried about how the government will take a step against the increasing cases. Whether they will be putting up a lot of restrictions or US and all. The restriction will be milder. So that is the only point of concerns. Otherwise, there is no concerns on that account. Now I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Nirav here. I'll take up first from the derivatives end. See, on the derivative part, looking at the overall open interest, the open interest is a slightly higher, but because the rollovers are happening for this week, open interest does tend to become high, and it is still at very comfortable levels. It has just gone up about 10% from the last 2-3 days. Also, the PCR has moved up from 0.70 odd levels to 1.3 odd, which is a good jump. And you've seen Nifty jumping from 16,700, 16,800 levels to 17,200 levels, which is a good sign as well. The VIX continues to remain around the 16 levels, which is good for the markets. We have closed above the 17,000 levels. The PCR at that strike has gone above 1. Even at the strike of 17,200, the PCR has gone above 1. So all in all, what I'm trying to suggest is there are good signs, good data points for the markets. And because of these data points, very likely we will see Nifty going higher and probably go up towards its 17,500 levels, which is the next big resistance for Nifty from current levels. The strong support for Nifty now lies at 17,000 levels, and probably now it might not go below the 17,000 levels, probably retest it, but not go below. From the stock specific front, as I've been saying day in day out from the last 4-5 days, pharma as a whole looks very good. Pharma stocks are bottoming out, and these patterns are very visible from the OI front and the chart front. So these stocks are likely to move up further, and we continue to like Dr. Reddy, Oro Pharma, Divi's, Lupin, and Sun Pharma. We have given calls in these as well, and also Glenmark and Cadila. So, as a whole, we look, we feel that pharma is likely to move up. So one can look to buy the same. Also, banking stocks, one needs to look out at. See, banking stocks had very high open interest, and now the rollovers have come in. We've got to see what rollovers are happening in the banking stocks. But I believe that banking will have bottomed out and will now move up from current levels. So there can be a very good move in the banking stocks in the next 15-20 days. So look out for the same. We continue to like ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the technical team to take over, please.
Yes, thank you, Nirav. Good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Looking towards the Asian markets, we believe that our Nifty is likely to open on a flattish net, and we might see some range-bound trading session during a day. Technically, we have seen a very good bounce back rally from 16,410 level towards 17,250 levels in the last 6 to 7 trading session. Currently, Nifty is well placed above 17,000 psychological mark. Going ahead, as long as Nifty sustains above 17,100 support level, this pullback rally is likely to be continued towards 17,300 to 17,400 level. As I said that the immediate support is placed at 70,100. If it's break that level, then again we might witness some profit booking, or say the selling pressure is likely to be intensified, which might drag a Nifty back towards 17,000 to 600, 900 levels on the downside, 16,900 levels on the downside. So the overall view will remain a sideways to cautious itself, uh, as long as Nifty sustains above 17,100 levels. The pullback rally is likely to be continued. Coming towards the Bank Nifty, yesterday we have witnessed that the Bank Nifty is facing a strong resistance at around 35,400 levels. Somehow Nifty managed to maintain a closing above 35,200 levels, which gives some sort of a relief sign. If today Bank Nifty manages to surpass that level, which comes to at around 35,400 level, then the rally is likely to be continued, which might take a Bank Nifty towards 35,600 to 35,800 levels on the higher side. Whereas on downside, 35,100 will be the immediate support level. Below that level, we are likely to witness 35,000 levels. Below that, 34,800 levels can be seen on the Bank Nifty front. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, 17,200 will be the first resistance level. Any move above that level, we expect the rally to be continued towards 17,300 to 17,400 levels. On the downside, 17,000 will act as the first support level. Below that level, 16,900, 16,800 levels can be seen. So these are the important support and resistance level for the three indices. The overall view on the market will remain a cautious to sideways itself. On every rise, we might witness some profit booking. So just trade each and every transactions with the strict stop losses. Stock specific, Alembic Limited really looks very good. From the last few months, we are witnessing that the stock was under selling pressures from 130 to 135 levels, and it has tested 95 levels on the downside over a period of 6 months. Now, this particular counter has given just a breakout of a downward sloping trend line, which gives a very positive indication on the technical front. I believe it has a potential to test 115, 120 levels on the higher side. Whereas on downside, 98, 97 are looking a very strong support level on this particular counter. Yesterday also we have initiated a buy call in this particular stock. So those who have missed out the buy call can even initiate today also. I think that's it from my end. I request fundamental guys to take over a call.
Good morning. GR Infra Projects, the recently listed, it had its IPO a few months back. It has emerged as a L1 bidder for a tender invited by Noida Metro Rail Corporation. The total order value is around 600 crores. So that is positive. Overall top line for this company is big at around 7,000 crores. So not a very big order from the perspective of top line, but still it's positive for the company. Thank you.
Yeah, yesterday SEBI came up with some regulations related to IPO, wherein the deployment of fund raised through IPO will be monitored by rating agency. Apart from earlier, it was monitored by financial institution or banks. So this change will give some additional revenue for the rating agency companies, but it will not be a very big portion of their revenue, because the number of IPO which comes and are very fluctuating, and also the number of IPOs are also limited. But anyhow, it will be addition to their revenue, and also the companies will get some relations with the new companies. So that will act a bit positive for the rating companies like Air India. Apart from that, yesterday Sugar Secretary had Food Secretary has said that they will not be interested to increase the support price of the sugar from 31 rupees. Sugar ISMA, that is the Association of Sugar Mills, has asked for the increase from 31 to 36 rupees. So now that this Food Secretary has denied that. In the current scenario where the sugar prices in the international are softening and even domestic market are also softening. In fact, in the international market, the sugar prices has come off from over 21 cents to now at around below 19 cents. So equivalent price for sugar work out to around 31 rupees. We had seen that here the sugarcane price SAP has been increased by 1 rupees 50 paisa, but the correspondingly against that the sugar prices has not yet increased in the international market. Domestic prices which went up to around the 37 level are also coming off, and now it is at around 34.5. This is mainly because of the sugar production which is going on currently. Apart from that, the sugar export, which was expected at around 5.5 to 6 million ton, sugar mill has already contracted around 3.5 million ton, and waiting for the prices to move up, and they are looking at around 20 cents price. Then only they will be booking up additional sugar for the exports. So overall, in all, sugar for the current season is expected at around 30.5. Consumption is at around 26. So we have around 4.5 to 5 million ton excess production, which need to be exported. Against that, 3.5 is already booked. So around 1.5 to 2 million ton, if they book it, then there will not be any great excess in the market for the sugar. And what we see that though the prices are coming off in the local market from the level of 37 to 34 right now, and may continue to remain subdued till we see the sugar production ending, which generally happen at around March level. So thereafter, the sugar prices can start move up again and may see again 37 levels. So for time being, nothing so great in the sugar, but overall outlook from 6-month perspective looks comparatively positive for sugar companies. So near term may remain sideways sugar stock, but from 6 to 9 month perspective, we may see positive trend in the sugar companies. So anything else, or we can conclude the call?
We can conclude.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, and have a great day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.